Hi, my name is Ajayta Shah. I'm the founder CEO of Frontier Markets, and I'm also the E-Trade for Women advocate for South Asia. I started my business 12 years ago. I was working in India 10 years before that, focusing on a fundamental challenge that I saw in the country, which was that there's 800 million women or people that live in rural countries in 700,000 villages who were not accessing quality products and services to help address their life challenges. To fix that, I looked at two things. One, investing in women and investing in technology and making them become the bridges to facilitate services. Today in rural India, because of Frontier Markets, 30,000 rural women entrepreneurs are on a technology platform helping over 1 million families access services in agriculture, healthcare, finance, payments, and really helping ease their life, as we like to say, to address their challenges to become thriving communities in the country. Rural India and just generally markets that are in developing countries are very, very challenging because they're volatile. Ultimately, communities are vulnerable. There's always going to be calamities, whether it's climate related, whether it's related to poverty and facts. So we always had to understand how to respond to the needs of the ground and be reactive. So being able to pivot at the right times. In India's context, we've gone from climate calamities to digitization to opportunities. So what we really have been able to do is leverage the understanding of the rural customer and build accordingly, listen to our women and invest in them in the right way to help them constantly succeed. I think a second challenge I would say is probably access to capital. Any new business starting in a volatile community makes it very tough to really raise the kind of money that you need to build a thriving business while also achieving profitability. Proud to say today we've done both. We've been able to build a profitable business, scale our impact, and really bring the voices of the rural communities out through our women and in technology. Being a woman entrepreneur has its own biases and challenges that I believe that our male counterparts do not have. We have a responsibility to manage our families, manage our households, manage our day-to-day lives while also building an ethical, viable, sustainable, scalable business. And it's a lot. So I think that, a lot of times women tend to face the bias from investors. There's an assumption that we can't do it all. I do not believe in that. I believe that women can actually do it all. Our assets ultimately make us become a very, very interesting entrepreneur because we know how to multitask, we know how to build partnerships, we know how to build scale, and we're very proud of the fact that we're able to manage our money well. In the context of South Asia, very specifically, there's a unique opportunity that's come in. Today, internet connectivity has reached over 80% of the rural villages. There's smartphone penetration that has been vast. There's over almost 700 million smartphones today in the market where consumers are using it, entrepreneurs are using it. So by bringing that into the hands of women, technology enables us to do what we do best, use our trusted networks and influence, but then bring in efficiencies. Through technology, we're able to drive businesses more effectively. We're able to build data, insights, and actually a deeper contextual understanding of how to create the right product market fit for customers. But most importantly, we're building our track records. And because of those track records, we're being able to find a new way to unlock our credibility and our opportunities to really be the equal playing field, or I would say even better playing field in the market. My advice to any young woman entrepreneur who's entering this space is to trust herself and really trust herself, because what she's coming in with is going to be the courage, the risk averseness and propensity to really drive a strong business. But most importantly, her asset is trust. And because of that trust, she'll be able to ask for help. She'll be able to build partnerships, and she'll be able to really drive that business. Just know that you're not alone in this, and that fundamentally, because of your skills and assets that you have, you're going to be able to build a beautiful community around you. Because let's be clear, it takes a village to really help impact millions of villages. I think there's a really important role for governments and the United Nations to play in terms of supporting women businesses. One is around policy. Really driving the right kind of policy interventions that help us support how to bridge those barriers that currently systemically exist for women. So whether that's access to better capital, whether that's technology, whether that's training, whether that's subsidies. But then also at the same time, it's about visibility. And I think platforms like United Nations is a huge opportunity to really bring the voices of women entrepreneurs to the forefront, because let's be clear, we have great ideas. We are very, very strong about our impact goals. And when we run a business, we're not running it for ourselves to feed ourselves, we're actually feeding the world. By working with United Nations, if we work together and they give us the voice and the platform, we will be able to achieve both business and impact goals to really save the world. I'm very excited to be the first advocate for South Asia. South Asia represents 2 billion people in the world, and women are thriving to become the game changers of their markets, of their countries, and the impact and business level. What I'm excited about as an advocate is, can I elevate their voices? Can we build their capacity? Can we also essentially accelerate access to finance? Ultimately, as an advocate, we want to be able to showcase and highlight those powerful women businesses in technology, in trade, in commerce, in finance that will essentially become the demonstration for the rest of the world to see that if you invest in South Asia, if you invest in women, if you invest in trade and commerce with technology, miracles can happen.